Hello denizens of the internet and welcome back to City of Heroes Homecoming. The snow is falling all across Paragon City and the Rogue Isles. That's right, it's time for the Winter Holiday event. Simply named the Winter Event, it's a series of fun in-game things to do over the winter holidays, typically the first day in December after the server updates, which at the time of recording was the 2nd of December 2025. Icicle lights hung everywhere, water frozen over, and everyone handing out gifts, and players are on the hunt for fun and frolic. Players get geared up in their favorite winter gear or colorations for the season, just for vibes and to have fun with the event. Just by logging into the game during the event, you can gain the Winter Weathered badge for 2025. So first things first, we have these fun glowing boxes in bright colored wrapping paper that are scattered in several locations in each zone, and you can find these presents in almost every zone except for yellow or hazard zones. These boxes that we reference to as glowies, as mentioned in my beginner's guide, you open one up and you will either get a nice, which is a whole bunch of different types of gifts, such as temporary powers, event salvage that you can collect, and some presents that you can even give to other players. In the latest update for 2025, the presents no longer randomly spawn the Winter Lord. Instead, they only spawn the smaller Winter Horde, which is frostlings, blights, and snow beasts when you click on the mysterious gift boxes. However, this year, in order to spawn the Winter Lord, the giant monster, you have to look for what is labeled as the suspicious gift, and the box, you can tell it what it is because it's really big, and it's a lot taller than the average player. Typically, it has blue snowflakes and blue ribbon with white wrapping paper. The bonus is that this year there is a new badge that you can claim once you open the suspicious gift, which is named the Very Naughty badge. So call out to some folks for some help and melt the Winter Lord for another badge. Some of the nice gifts that you open can potentially include the duplicating gift. This is where you can give the gift to someone who hasn't already had the duplicating gift in order to get the badge, the gift that keeps on giving. When you receive the duplicating gift, you can also get the badge Gift Getter. There is also snowballs, the holiday rocket packs, the Candy Cane holiday salvage that you can trade in for more goodies, a snow beast that you can use as a temporary pet that will attack baddies for you, as well as the Instant Snowstorm, which is just a fun little cosmetic snow effect that you can summon on a friend or a random passerby that you can turn off if you need to. The Candy Keeper, which is the candy cane vendor that you can talk to in the chalet at Pocket D, or sometimes in Atlas Park as the vendor is setting up the trees for a few days before the event, you can use the Candy Cane salvage to get all sorts of fun stuff, including past badges that you might not have already. So stock up on those candy canes and open those boxes and melt the Winter Horde minions to get those badges. Next we have one of the instance trials, which you can find under the LFG tab over top of your chat bar, called the Lord Winter's Realm. For this event you will need between 8 to 16 players and people between the levels 10 to 50. The Lord Winter is the malevolent incarnation of the dark, cold winter time. He wants nothing more than to extend a permanent blanket of ice and snow over all of the land. He has corrupted the magic of Father Time to have his Winter Horde surprise and wary holiday celebrants who open presents that appear around Paragon City, the Rogue Isles, and Pretoria. But in doing this, he has created a vulnerability. If his Winter Lord monsters are defeated, the dispersion of the Winter Essence can link an outsider to Lord Winter's realm. This allows heroes and villains to travel to a parallel realm where winter reigns supreme and confront Lord Winter himself. So this is where you grab 16 of your buddies or call out for some help and get this wintry fight started. Once inside the realm, you will need to defeat the mobs of Winter Horde till the Winter Horde bar has filled, which you should see pop up on your screen. The Winter Essence growing or decreasing as you defeat the mobs. At certain portions of Lord Winter's health bar, when it's roughly every quarter, an ethereal guardian will pop up, essentially a mini version of Lord Winter that you will have to defeat each time one spawns. Once Lord Winter appears, you will need to split up the teams a little bit. This is to have someone monitoring and taking down mobs that are going around the crystals on the map, while the rest of the league tackles at whittling down the Lord Winter's health bar. Now, in order to get the badge, you will need to ensure that the Winter Essence bar is at 0 when you take down Lord Winter. As a reward for your efforts, you will get all sorts of reward merits as well as candy cane salvage. If you're successful at taking down Lord Winter with no Winter Essence on the bar, you will receive the Lord or Lady of Winter badge. The Lady Winter mission will be available by visiting Father Time in the Ski Chalet in Pocket D, which is really close to the Candy Keeper beside the bar in the chalet. Father Time will give you 2 options, to either defeat Lady Winter or rescue Baby New Year. You'll want to select to defeat Lady Winter in this instance.
The forces of evil are on the rise, looking to take advantage of the period of time where I, Old Father Time, will pass on the mantle to the Baby New Year. One such force is a diabolical woman by the name of Lady Winter. She has used her powers over cold to freeze over Angencourt in Nova Archipelago and seeks to freeze over the entire world. You must stop her in her plan to turn the world into her personal ice palace.
There's 2 ways that you can go about defeating Lady Winter. There's a fast way and a slow way. The slow way is defeating every mob on the map and then destroying all 3 of the winter obelisks that you find, which is typically found in the middle of one of the mobs of Winter Horde. Once they're destroyed, Lady Winter will appear and you just need to take her down. The fast way is to fly over top of all the mobs, find the mobs with the obelisks, destroy the obelisk, and then take down Lady Winter. When Lady Winter has been defeated, you can get the Cold as Ice or Ice Queen badge. You can also select a choice of gift once the mission is done, which includes one of the following badges: Crystallized, Frosty, Miraculous, or Joyful. If you have all the badges, you can also select the Candy Cane salvage as well. For the Baby New Year mission, you select it from Father Time, and you can find your way to the cave mission door in Pocket D, which is typically at the bottom of one of the ski slopes.
I am Old Father Time, and as this year comes to a close, I must pass my mantle on to Baby New Year so that time may continue to flow. But that scoundrel, the Red-Cap Snaptooth, has kidnapped Baby New Year and plans to take him to the Feylands. If that happens, time will grind to a halt. Heroic hopes and villainous plans will all come to naught. So I ask the mightiest of mortals, whether they be hero or villain, to help me and rescue Baby New Year.
Once inside, you'll need to defeat mobs of Tuatha De Danann, Redcaps, or Winter Horde in order to find the key. The key goes to the cave system that Baby New Year is trapped in with Snaptooth. The ideal way is, if you know the mission, the path for the easiest way out once you have the baby is to defeat those mobs first, so that Baby New Year doesn't get sidetracked or stuck, as he will follow the rescue from kidnapping missions that other rescue missions do, by leading the kidnapped person, or in this case a baby, out to the exit safely. Once you find the key, make your way to the cave marker and go through the cave, defeat Snaptooth, and rescue the baby.
Did the old man send you? Good! Let's get out of here!
Now, if the baby gets stuck along the way, or if a mob is in their way, the baby will become lost, and then you'll have to find them again to lead them out. And when you find him again, he will complain a little bit.
Typical mortal, always forgetting about the time. It's about time, and no, that wasn't supposed to be a pun.
When you reach the exit, the baby will hop out of the mission, and then you can do the same. You can do any of the missions, including the instanced event, as many times as you want. Typically also during this time of year, people will find time to hit the slopes to see if they can get a good time on the ski hills. Also during this time of year, there's player-run parties, costume-themed contests and events, and most typically on the Everlasting server, but there are also a few on Excelsior and Reunion, so please keep an eye open for those on Discord and on the forums. Thank you once again for joining me on this wintry adventure. No matter what you do this season, I hope it's filled with warmth, friends, family, chosen family, and hope for better things to come in the new year. Bye for now.